everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm very excited because I'm going to be cooking something from this cookbook that I have, and I reviewed it the other day. I posted a video about cookbook reviews and food blog reviews for you. So this is the cookbook, and it's the Time Life cookbook, and it's on Pacific and Southeast Asian cooking, and it's from 1970. And if you haven't checked out that video, please check it out if you're interested in this cookbook. I know that they're still selling some on Amazon. And today I'm going to be trying to make the Sate Padang, and it's from Sumatra, and it's broiled, skewered, braised beef with spiced coconut milk sauce. And I'm going to be serving it alongside my own recipe for Asian-inspired green beans stir fry and rice as well. So I hope you keep watching and enjoy the recipe. The very first thing I did was I went and bought a top round of beef, and I cut it into like 1-inch cubes. These are going to fit on the skewers, and I also soaked the skewers for about 2 hours in some water. And then all I did was put this in a pot with some water, and I brought it to a boil, and then I reduced the heat to low, and I simmered it for about an hour. You don't want it to fall apart because it's going to go on skewers, but you want it to be tender enough to eat. The recipe calls for 2 pounds. I'm only doing 1 pound, and I'll have extra sauce because it's just me eating tonight, and I definitely don't need that much meat. So that's that. So just combine onions, garlic, chili, ginger, and water, and puree it. So in goes 1 cup of onions. These are the chilies, and of course I'll have all the measurements down below in the description box. This is the ginger and garlic. And this is the water. And you're just going to process this until smooth. Okay, so that's done, and set it aside and get the rest of the stuff ready. Okay, so here I have a pan nice and hot with a little bit of oil, and I'm just going to add the paste to the pan. Oh, it looks like... Okay, so I added the paste to the pan, and all I'm going to do basically, it's on high. I'm just going to wait for the liquid to evaporate out until the paste starts getting thick, and then that's when I'm going to add my spices. That will probably take maybe about like 2 minutes, so I'll see you back. Okay, so as you can see, the paste is getting nice and thick, and almost all of the water is evaporated out, and this is a good time to add your spices. Doing 1 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1½ teaspoons of turmeric, and that's going to give it that beautiful color, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And you're just going to mix this and let it cook for another minute or so, just so the spices kind of wake up a bit in the pan against the heat. Okay, so it's been about a minute, and I can smell all the spices, and this is like a really easy way to make a very basic yellow curry paste. Okay, there's very minimal ingredients in there. So next I just pour 1 cup of coconut cream or coconut milk. You definitely want full fat, and coconut milk has very healthy fat in it, so fear not. And basically we're almost done. All we're going to do is just bring this to a boil and just cook it for maybe about 1 minute, and then that's it, and set it aside, and then we are done. Okay, so the coconut curry mixture has come to a boil, and I tasted it for seasoning, and it's perfect in my opinion, and it's starting to get thick. So now is the time to turn off the flame and set it aside. And this is basically going to be like our marinade for the beef skewers, and also I'm going to put this over rice as well, and it's going to be super tasty. So I ended up with 3 skewers, but the recipe calls for 6 to 8 skewers. Like I said, it calls for 2 pounds, but I'm just using 1 pound of beef. So now I just have a pastry brush, and I put a little tin foil down as well on the baking tray. And you're just gonna brush your beef very generously with the curry mixture. And you're gonna do it on all sides. And then once you're finished with that, you're gonna put it into a broiler. So get your broiler nice and hot. 3 to 4 minutes on one side, you're gonna flip it over, then you're gonna broil it on the other side. You just want it to get like nice and, not crispy, just, you know, a little bit caramelized and broiled looking. Okay, so it's time for the beef skewers. And I served it alongside some jasmine rice and a little bit of the extra curry that was left over. So here we go. Mmm. 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 Perfect amount of spice. I used the little Thai red chilies, so it's pretty spicy, but I like that. This is just a really, really great meal, and I'm so happy that I made it, and I hope you give this recipe a try. I will put all of the measurements and everything down below in the description box. And until next time, guys, have a great day and stay tuned. Bye.